So now, so the very great devotee and scholar of Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Acharya, very highly learned Shri Dr. Satyanarayana Das Babaji Maharaj. He will bless us with his words and the knowledge of Siddhanta.
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णा पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आज
So today,
हमारे श्री जीव
our Shri Jiva Gosvami Charan's appearance and disappearance days is being celebrated. Shri Goswami Pad, with a lot of endeavor, lot of effort, he established our Siddhanta of Achintya Bheda Bhed. I feel that his appearance and disappearance, through that also he established this Siddhanta itself, because his appearance and disappearance days are on the same date. So there is abheda, non-difference, but obviously same day he was not born, so there is a bheda also, there is difference also. So since birth, probably he had decided that he will establish this Siddhanta of Achintya Bheda Bhed. So this Siddhanta that he has, which he has established through lot of effort in Sarva Samvadini, its original root version is in Śrīmad-Bhāgavata, which you people are studying now, or maybe it will be upcoming. So Shri Sanatan Goswami Pad has used this word in his commentary. So taking that, Shri Jiva Goswami expounded it, and this is actually the Siddhanta of Bhagavatam, which is Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam. It is the fruit of the Vedas, the ripened fruit of the Vedas. So the essence of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is Achintya Bheda Bhed, because this world, like we see, it transforms, and Bhagavan never transforms. So how to harmonize that? So for that, all the very great acharyas have used their intelligence to establish it. But actually, if you study any acharya's works properly, whether it is Advaitavad, there also he has to accept the Achintya Shakti of Maya. Otherwise, how is it possible that Brahma, which does not transform in the Trikala, and where there is no existence of any other Vastu, how can it be overpowered by Maya? It is not possible. So there he also says
जीव ईश्वर तयोर भेद, तो उसको अनादि अनादि कहने का मतलब है कि इसकी बात मत करो,
that
पूछो मत
Anadi, so don't talk about this, don't ask about this, how Brahma become overpowered by Maya,
क्योंकि
from where
अविद्या और
Jiva
विद्या
came.
का अधिष्ठान एक साथ कैसे हो
Because
सकता
how is it possible that Avidya and Vidya both have the same adhisthana?
है? ये पता नहीं
Is
है
it
कि
possible
मृदंगा है,
that you do not know that this is Mridanga and you know also that this is
एक ही वस्तु के
Mridanga?
बारे में
Regarding
ज्ञान
same
एक
object,
साथ एक ही
how
अधिकरण में संभव
in the
कैसे
same
है?
adhikaran you can have Gyan as well as
ब्रह्म में
Ajyan?
अविद्या है,
So like Brahma, there is Avidya which is Jiva,
वहाँ तो वास्तव
because
में जीव था
there
नहीं,
actually there is no Jiva.
ब्रह्म को ही जीव की संज्ञा देते हैं,
They call Brahma itself as Jiva, which is infected by Avidya, and that Brahma which is Satchidananda,
सर्व विज्ञान स्वरूप है,
which is the Vijnana
एक
Swarup.
साथ कैसे संभव
How
है?
is that possible at the same
दो वस्तु
time?
तो है ही नहीं वहाँ
Because there are no two different
चाहे
vastus.
उपाधि लगाओ,
So
मत
you
लगाओ,
put
कुछ भी
upadhi,
करो,
you put
एक
your
ही में
mat,
दोनों कैसे
whatever.
संभव है?
In one how both are possible.
तो इसलिए
So that is
वो भी
why
अचिंत्य मानते हैं।
they also accept Achintya.
और
And
विशिष्ट अद्वैत चले
if you
जाओ,
go to Vishishta
वहाँ भी ये
Advaita,
संबंध अपना अपृथक सिद्धि मानते हैं।
there
अपृथक
also
सिद्धि
they
का
accept
मतलब हो गया
Aprithak
क्या?
Siddhi. It actually means that only.
किसी के
What
यहाँ भी
else?
आप चले जाओ,
So wherever you go,
वास्तव में अचिंत्य सबको
actually
मानना पड़ता है।
Achintya has to be accepted by everyone.
तो जीव गोस्वामी
So
जी ने इसको
Sri
स्पष्ट
Jiva
रूप से
Goswami
स्थापित
only
किया।
established
क्योंकि
it
आप और
very
जो कुछ भी
clearly.
व्याख्या करेंगे,
If you do
उसमें
any
कहीं ना
other
कहीं कुछ ना कुछ
explanation,
वैगुण्य आएगा ही,
there will be some Vaigunya
क्योंकि
or
जो
the other in
वास्तविकता
that,
है
because
वो
the
अचिंत्य ही
reality
है,
is Achintya.
और उसको अगर आप चिंत्य
If you
बनाएंगे
make it Chintya,
तो कहीं ना कहीं
then
उसमें वैगुण्य आएगा,
somewhere there will be Vaigunya.
वेदांत
That is why Vedanta Sutra says Tarko Pratishtanat, because then you will have to establish it by Tarka only, and that Achintya Shakti has been explained in Bhagavatam.
इतना
So such a wonderful, very clear
कि जिसमें कोई त्रुटि नहीं
explanation which is free of any defect.
है, ऐसा सिद्धांत हमारे
Such
श्री जीव
Siddhanta has been explained by our Sri Jiva Goswami Pad,
और ये इनकी
and
बहुत बड़ी
this
देन
is
है
a great contribution by him
परंपरा को।
to the Indian knowledge system. But
खेद के साथ कहना पड़ता
I
है
have
कि
to speak with lot
लोग
of
जानते
pain
नहीं है।
that
आज
people
अद्वैत
do not
वेदांत
know
का
him.
अपना प्रचार
Today
है।
Advaita Vedanta is so popular
सबसे नंबर
everywhere.
वन पर अद्वैत वेदांत
It
है।
stands
कहीं
at
भी
number
चले जाओ,
1.
उसी की बात करते हैं।
Advaita Vedanta, wherever you go, people talk about Advaita
इसका
Vedanta.
कारण यही है
So
कि
the reason
हमारे
is
यहाँ
that
पठन
in
पाठन
our
में
Gaudiya
हमारी
Parampara, we don't have very solid tradition of study and teaching. In Advaita Vedanta, still there are great scholars. I am myself still studying Bhamati from a scholar. He is a very young fellow of just around say 35 years.
35 वर्ष का होगा।
He is a scholar. So I am studying Bhamati under him.
इतना बढ़िया
He explains every statement so nicely. But in our sampradaya, if you tell anybody, explain Govind Bhashya like this,
जहाँ कहीं भी गड़बड़ नहीं, वो तो उनकी मैं बात नहीं कर रहा, लेकिन अपने सिद्धांत को तो पढ़ा अध्ययन
so what to speak of talking in detail. So in Advaita Vedanta, they give the entire lecture, entire explanation in Sanskrit. Do not use any word of Hindi or English.
स्पेशल विशेष प्रवचन था।
Yesterday I attended a special lecture by another scholar on that same topic of Bhagavati, on Bhamati. So he was explaining the difference between Bhamati and Vivaran.
इतने बड़े-बड़े
So such great scholars are still there in the Advaita Sampradaya, but due to some reason in our Sampradaya, this system has been lost and we have to revive it.
तो ये मेरी एक आकांक्षा है।
So this is my desire. Those who have studied Tarka Sangraha,
तो तर्क संग्रह में आपने देखा होगा
in Tarka Sangraha you must have seen that the explanation of Vakya in Shabda Pariched, he has said that Akanksha, Yogyata
और आसक्ति
and Asakti
या सन्निधि
or Sannidhi.
तो वो उसी को वाक्य कहते हैं।
So they refer to it as Vakya.
वैसे तो पद समूहम वाक्य,
Was actually Pad Samuham Vakyam, but if there is no Akanksha in Pada,
तो उसमें तो आपस में पदों की कोई आकांक्षा नहीं है ना।
so there is no Akanksha within the Padas, within themselves, so then there is no Vakya.
उसमें योग्यता नहीं है,
So it doesn't have Yogyata,
आकांक्षा होना चाहिए।
so there must be
हमारी भी
Akanksha.
एक आकांक्षा है,
So I also have an Akanksha,
आकांक्षा होने के साथ में योग्यता
but along with Akanksha, we need Yogyata, that is qualification also. Otherwise, it will become waste, and there should be Sannidhi also.
भेजे में नहीं घुसेगा।
Otherwise, it will not get into anybody's brain.
तो इसलिए मेरी आकांक्षा
So I have this Akanksha, this desire that I want to establish a university in the name of Shri Jiva Goswami
है
Prabhupada.
आकांक्षा।
This is my desire, my Akanksha. Now whether I have the qualification on in that or not, that will be possible by His grace only. Because if you do not have the qualification, then there is no use of Akanksha. The statement will become meaningless. So this is a deep desire that I have.
नीलिनम तिष्ठति इदम आकांक्षा। तो मैं उसी में कार्यरत हूँ।
So I am busy in trying to establish the university, and these books that I am publishing of Shri Jiva Goswami, and I am teaching them books also, so that people understand. And in future we should have our own books, because if you have a university, then you should have books also.
तो यही मेरा प्रयास
So this
है।
is my endeavor.
महाराज जी ने सर्व संवादिनी पर टीका लिखी है।
Maharaj ji has written a commentary on Sarva Samvadini.
संदर्भ पर कार्य
So right now I am working on Preeti Sandarbha. Bhakti Sandarbha has just been printed in 2 volumes. Preeti Sandarbha will also be printed in 2 volumes, and after that
प्रकाशन में लाऊंगा।
I will try to publish Sarva Samvadini also. I am printing them in English language, because now at international level English is the language that is mostly followed, so that in the broader society his knowledge may be propagated and people may understand, and the system of studying and teaching may be propagated. Earlier I had Jiva Goswami Sandarbhas were taught in some courses in 1 or 2 universities. I had also taught. So if there are books, then there will be teaching also, and if we have our own university, then accordingly we can design courses in that,
हमारी सरकार
because we have a system in our government that we can establish a deemed university. So deemed university gets recognized by UGC, and in that we can select our own subjects.
रखें क्या क्या पढ़ाया जाए।
What should we teach?
तो ऐसी मेरी योजना
So
है।
this is my plan.
और उसकी
And
योग्यता के लिए हम
for becoming qualified to do that, we expect the mercy of Shri Jiva Goswami, and for Sannidhi we expect all of your cooperation,
हिंदी में कहते हैं
because
चना
it is
भाग
said
नहीं फोड़
that
सकता।
one person cannot do everything.
सहयोग से ही होता है।
Any success can be achieved only by cooperation.
कलयुग है।
In Kali Yuga,
तो आप सब लोग अगर सब
power is in cooperation. So if we all unite, then
एक बहुत
it will be a great contribution to our sampradaya, because Sri Jiva Goswami only started this activity.
हमारे संप्रदाय
Vrindavan
ज्ञान का
was the center of learning of our sampradaya. In Sri Radha Damodar Mandir he used to teach. From here only he sent books to Bengal and Odisha.
संप्रदाय को
So that sampradaya, that parampara, in order to revive it, we are trying to work hard, and our acharyas are engaged in this. Acharya Balram ji is there, Ashok Pandit ji is there,
आचार्य
our primary acharya Mahamahim Shri Anand Gopal Pandit ji Maharaj is there.
का बहुत
So they all are cooperating a lot, and we also have one more acharya sitting in Canada. You can watch him on the screen, Acharya Jagdananda ji.
उनका भी बहुत बड़ा सहयोग
So
है।
he is also giving lot of cooperation, because the books that I publish, he does the editing of those books with from his heart, with lot of effort, and this is a great contribution by him, because in order to publish this books and make them come up to the standard of the international publications,
मेरी एक अकेले की ऐसी
that is not possible for me alone.
तो उन्होंने
So
पाश्चात्य यूनिवर्सिटी से
from
PhD की
he has done PhD from
क्या
international
मानक होते हैं,
foreign universities.
इस प्रकार के
So
ग्रंथों के
what he
जानते
knows
हैं,
what is the
तो
standard
उसका बहुत बड़ा
of English
योगदान
and
है।
publication
और
required
इसके लिए मैं
for
बहुत बड़ा
books in
आभारी
those
हूँ उनका।
universities. So he has done that,
आजकल वो
and I am very grateful to
कनाडा
him for
की
that.
सर्दी का आनंद ले
Currently
रहे हैं।
he is enjoying the winter season in Canada,
और आशा करता हूँ कि
and I hope, I expect that very soon he will return to Vrindavan.
तो
So
मेरा ये
this is my
बहुत बड़ा ये प्रोग्राम है
this is a big program that I have,
कि हम सब
so that
मिलकर
all of us
इसको सफल
together
बनाएं।
make
तो मैं
it
इसके लिए
successful.
कुछ भूमि भी
So for that
भूखंड आवश्यक होगा।
land is necessary for the university, so I am engaged in that also. So once I can secure the land, then our Achintya Bheda Vedavad, which today mostly people do not understand,
इसको जो
and
चलाने, इसका जो प्रचार करने वाले हैं विश्व
to
में,
preach this in the
उन्होंने
world,
काफी कुछ इसमें
those who are preaching this philosophy in the world, they have made lot of changes in this Siddhanta. They have included their own upper Siddhantas also. So it is important to understand that, otherwise one day what will happen, the goal with which Mahaprabhu appeared here, the vastu that he wanted to preach, for which he sent Sri Rupa and Sanatan Goswami to Vrindavan,
लुप्त हो जाए।
that will be completely lost.
जैसे सरस्वती लुप्त हो गई,
Just like Saraswati river became lost, similarly the river of knowledge that Mahaprabhu gave, that will also get lost, because knowledge is not sufficient to keep in the books. The flow of knowledge continues by studying and teaching. If we don't study, if we don't teach, it will get lost.
उनका आना व्यर्थ हो जाए।
So the whole purpose of Mahaprabhu's appearance will be lost, because the great fortune that Jiva has in Kali Yuga, that fortune is the appearance of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu, his contribution that he made, the Bhagavat Tattva that he has given so clearly, he has shown so clearly to everybody, and which has been explained in detail so clearly by Sri Jiva Goswami.
दर्शयामास जीवेभ्यतं श्री जीव प्रभु। तो श्री जीव गोस्वामी
So Sri Jiva Goswami ji, he has given all these tattvas from Śrīmad-Bhāgavata Puranam. That's why his sandarbhas are primarily known as Bhagavat Sandarbha, and later they became popularly known as Shat Sandarbhas. So to protect these sandarbhas and to propagate them, that is our goal. Because
महाप्रभु के आने से पहले
before the advent of Mahaprabhu,
मोक्ष को ही परम पुरुषार्थ
moksha was considered the primary purushartha in this country, although it is written in Bhagavatam.
वर्णाश्रम विभाग से स्वनिष्ठतस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर हरितोषणम सैव पुंसाम परो धर्मो यतो भक्तिरधोक्षजे अहेतु की अप्रतिहताय आत्मा संप्रसिद्धति। तो स्पष्ट रूप
So it is very clearly told in Bhagavatam in the beginning itself.
की आवश्यकता नहीं है, लेकिन
You don't have to go far, but nobody paid attention to the initial verse in Bhagavatam. Sri Viragavacharya, who is such a great scholar of Bhagavatam and an old commentator, I have studied his commentary also, and there also the prayojan is considered moksha only. From bhakti they want to attain moksha only, although it is a different point that their moksha is not Brahma Sayujya, rather it is Salokya. In Priti Sandarbha, Sri Jiva Goswami explains Mukti in great detail. Nobody has explained it like this. He has made everything very clear. He explains that Mukti is of two types. One is Jivan Mukti and the other is Utkranta Mukti. One Mukti is when the person in this life itself becomes liberated, and the other when he becomes liberated after giving up this body. So then in that Atyantik or Utkranta Mukti, he has divided in two types, Sadhyo Mukti and Krama Mukti. One Mukti is what you achieve immediately, and the other which is achieved gradually, which is explained in Bhagavatam also. So then
उसमें मुक्ति को
in
उन्होंने
that
5
he had
विभाग किया।
divided mukti in 5
फिर
categories.
बताया सायुज्य 2 प्रकार
And then
का,
he
ब्रह्म
explains
सायुज्य,
Sayujya is
धर्म
of 2
सायुज्य, उसके
types,
बाद
Brahma and
सारुप्य,
Bhagavad
सारिष्टि,
Sayujya, then Salukya, Sarshti,
सारूप्य
Sarupya
और
and
सामीप्य।
Samipya.
तो उसमें सामीप्य को श्रेष्ठ बताया।
So in that he has told
समय
Samipya as the
साक्षात्कार
topmost
होता है।
philosophy, because
फिर उसके
there
बाद
is
में
ultimate
बताया कि
anta
मुक्ति की
sakshatkar
चरम
only,
सीमा
and then he
प्रीति में
says
है।
that the ultimate limit of
क्योंकि अगर
mukti
प्रीति
is
नहीं है तो
preeti,
भगवत
because if
साक्षात्कार
there
का
is no
होना
preeti, then
होने के बराबर है।
realizing Bhagavan is as good as
जैसे
not
दुर्योधन
realizing
शिशुपाल
him.
आदमी ने भी
Like in
भगवान
the
का
case of
साक्षात्कार
Duryodhan,
किया,
Shishupal, they also
लेकिन
saw
उनका
Bhagavan,
साक्षात्कार तो
but their
प्रीतिमय नहीं था,
sakshatkar
इसलिए
was
उनके
not
वास्तविक स्वरूप को
with
देख नहीं
preeti.
सके।
That's why they could not see the real form of
और
Bhagavan.
जब मथुरा गए तो
And
वहाँ
when
मल्लाना
he went
मछली
to Mathura, then
जो
Mallana
लोग थे,
Mashani Rinam.
चाणूर मुष्टिक
So the
उन्होंने तो
Malla, the
भगवान के
Chanur
शरीर
and
को पत्थर
Mushtik,
सदृश देखा।
they saw
तो
Bhagwan's
ऐसा
form
तो उनका
like
शरीर है
stone,
नहीं,
but Bhagwan's form
क्योंकि
is
उनके
not
अंदर
like that.
प्रीति नहीं है।
Why Chanur Mushtik saw like that? Because they do
तो
not have
कहते हैं
preeti
कि
for Bhagavan.
वास्तविक साक्षात्कार
So
प्रीति से ही
Bhagavan,
होता है,
so it is
प्रीति
said
के
that
बिना
real
कोई साक्षात्कार
Sakshatkar
नहीं है।
is, as told by Jiva
तो
Goswami, by
इसलिए प्रीति
Preeti
को ही
only.
परम प्रयोजन
That's why
सिद्ध किया
Preeti
उन्होंने,
is established as
मुक्ति के लिए।
as the greatest
तो ये
prayojan
बहुत
by
बड़ा
Shri Jiva Goswami,
योगदान
not
है, एक नई
Mukti.
दृष्टि
So this is a
शास्त्र
great
की मिलती है
contribution, and he gives a new
और
vision of the
ये
Shastra,
लोगों की समझ में नहीं
and this
आती है।
is something people do not
इसकी अगर
understand.
आप बात करो तो
So if
उनके
you
दिमाग
talk
में नहीं
about
घुसती
it,
है।
this
हालांकि सब
people
मानेंगे
do
कि
not
हाँ प्रीति
understand
सब
this.
चाहते हैं,
Although
हर
everybody
एक
agrees
व्यक्ति
that
चाहता
everybody
है,
wants
मनुष्य
Preeti
ही
in
नहीं,
his
पशु
life,
पक्षी भी चाहते
not
हैं।
even human being,
आपके
even
पास में गाय
animals,
है,
birds, they also
कुत्ता
want
है, खोत है,
Preeti.
वो भी सब
If you
प्रीति
have a
मांगते
cow,
हैं।
if you have a dog, they all want
तो
Preeti.
वो प्रीति ही परम
So that
प्रयोजन
Preeti
है
is the
और उसी के लिए
topmost
उन्होंने
prayojana.
प्रीति संदर्भ लिखा। ऐसा विवेचन
For
कहीं
that he
आपको
wrote
मिलेगा
Preeti
नहीं।
Sandarbha.
भक्ति का जैसा
We will
विवेचन
not
किया
see
है
in this
उन्होंने,
type of explanation anywhere
प्रीति का
else.
जैसा
The
विवेचन
kind
किया
of
है, ऐसा
explanation he
किसी
has
ग्रंथ
given
में,
of
किसी
bhakti,
संप्रदाय
about
में उपलब्ध नहीं
Preeti.
है।
We don't have such
तो
books in
हमारा परम
any
सौभाग्य
such
है
explanation in
कि
any other
हम
books of any other
उनकी
sampradaya.
संप्रदाय
So it
में
is our great fortune
आने का
that we
हमको
have
अवसर मिला
got
है,
the
लेकिन उस सौभाग्य
opportunity
को हम
to become
तभी
member
सफल
of his
करेंगे जब हम उनके
sampradaya.
ग्रंथों का
But
अध्ययन
we will
करेंगे और
actually
उसको
become
अपने जीवन
successful
में
only when we
आचरण
study
में
his
लाएंगे।
shastras
तो उसी
and the
के लिए
sandarbhas and we apply
ये
them in our
प्रयास
life.
है हमारा
So for that only, this
और
is
आप सब
our endeavor, our
इसमें
effort,
लगे हैं, इसलिए
and
मैं आप
all
सभी
of
का
you are engaged in that.
धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करना
So
चाहता
I
हूँ क्योंकि आप
express
सब
my
अध्यात्म
heartfelt thanks to
का
all of
अध्ययन कर
you,
रहे हैं
because you are
और
all
हमारे
students, you are studying,
महाराज जी,
and
बलराम
our
आचार्य
Maharaj
जी,
ji, Balaram Acharya ji,
अशोक जी, ये
Ashok
सब
ji,
आपको अध्यापन
they
करा
are
रहे हैं।
all
तो
teaching
मैं
you.
आप सभी के
So
धन्यवाद
I
ज्ञापन करता
express
हूँ।
my
मैं
heartfelt
उम्मीद हूँ
thanks to all of
कि
you.
आप सब
I
इस
am grateful
पुनीत कार्य में
that I am
आचार्यगण
blessed
यही
that
चाहते
all
थे
of you are engaged
कि
in
उनकी
that
कृपा हमको
endeavor.
प्राप्त है
Our
और होती
acharyas
रहेगी इसी
wanted
प्रकार
this, and we
अगर
will
हम इस कार्य
definitely
में लगे
continue to
रहेंगे।
receive their mercy if
तो
we remain
इसी
engaged
के
in
साथ
this
मैं
endeavor.
अपनी वाणी
So
को
with
विराम
this,
देता हूँ।
I end my
जय
talk
जय
here.
श्री श्री जीव
Jai Jai
गोस्वामी
Shri Jiva
प्रभुपाद
Goswami ki
की
jai.
जय।